guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel, and we're here to close out the season. Another episode of the Newcastle United save here, ending the 5th season today. We've got the final game in the Premier League against Burnley, and we've got the FA Cup final against Man United, where we're going to look to go back to back. So hopefully we can do that. Back to back trophies would be nice, but I'm just going to catch up on a few things that have happened since the last episode. Obviously, you saw the semi-final, you saw us lose to Spurs. We beat Bournemouth in the Premier League. We drew to Man United, which took some doing, as you can see there. And then we completely swept Brighton away. A couple of injuries, so we had to make do and make some changes. And it's left the top 4 race looking slightly in our favour. Not slightly, actually quite majorly, because Chelsea would need to score 14 goals and I would need to lose, so I'm basically in the Champions League already. Would love to do it properly and end with a win, but that remains to be seen. So yeah, it's time for the final match day of the Premier League season, and we are travelling to Turf Moor, so I will see you in a sec. Here we are, final lineup of the Premier League season, and for some reason he is on goalkeeper, he should be on sweeper. Yeah, final lineup of the season, final Premier League appearance for Dan Burn before he retires. I am going to look at his coaching attributes and maybe just as a token gesture, you know, keep him around the club as an under-18s coach or something. You know, just for the sake of it, you know, he's a Newcastle legend at this point. So in goal we've got Bojan. In the back three we've got Diomande, Dan Burn and Jared Branthwaite. On the wing backs we've got Dalot and Ait Nouri. And then Tonali, Bruno Gomares and Baleba make up the midfield 3. And Gyökeres and Isaac lead the line for the final time this season up front. I'm going to try and get Jefferson on, get Longstaff on, get Bedford, you know, going to try and get some of the youngsters on, and, you know, one of the Geordies in Longstaff, and, well, Bedford's a Geordie as well, but yeah, try and get them on final time for the season, obviously away from home. Longstaff might go, I think. We'll assess the situation. So it would be nice to give him a goodbye as well. But yeah, let's jump in and let's cement that 4th place. Okay, here we go. Game kicks off at Turf Moor. Lewis Hall, ex-player, gets on the ball. Bayomo there. Drew Warburton, I've had my eyes on him. He's a decent looking left back. Regen, of course. And play breaks down. So, yeah, look at that. I mean, we could finish 3rd. I don't think there's a chance we finish outside the top 4. Again, like I said, Chelsea have to win like 15-0 and we'd have to lose. So I doubt that's going to happen. Here's Nico, shots blocked. Gyökeres is trying to lead a counter there and it comes to nothing. Branthwaite on the free kick gives it to Baleba. Back to Branthwaite, who's gone inside to Dan Burn. Forward to Baleba. Trying to find a way through here. Ait Nouri's got it on the wing. Tries to whip a ball in, but it's blocked. He's found a way in this time, and Burnley deal with it. Isaac Tonali. Oh, he came close there. And I think their goalkeeper is that Vanja Milinkovic-Savic, who used to be at United. He's at Napoli now, I think. Yeah, because he just played against City tonight. And I don't know if you guys caught the Champions League games, but Marcus Rashford, man. 2 great goals. City being City, Foden's back on form. Let me know your thoughts, but I thought Rashford's 2nd goal was an absolute banger. And time's ticking away in this first half, and we don't have a goal yet. Chelsea have 2, so they only need to get 12 more. Again, like I said, unlikely, but let's see. Justin and Gong One of these two is going to whip a ball in. He's put it across the box and Rodriguez has scored. Please give me offside. Please give me that offside. Yeah, happy days. Yeah, as it stands right now, they're only a point behind us. So I don't think anything will change. But yeah, dominate possession. Let's go. Let's try and turn this around, lads. Oh, Burn plays a stupid pass. Vignato. Burn cuts it out though. Dalot gets it away. Baleba. I don't know. Oh my god, what are these passes, man? Gyökeres well won. Nope, can't capitalise on it. Means nothing. Shaky start to the second half for us. I'm going to take Tonali off for Longstaff. Bruno off for Bedford. Bruno's going to take this free kick. Going to Dalot on the edge of the box and he's shot and it's not a bad effort. Who else shall we change? Dalot off. Leave that. We'll do the fifth sub later on. Isak. Oh, unlucky. Then the fifth sub will take off Branthwaite. Put Jefferson there. Move Dan Burn over to the left. But we'll, again, assess that situation when it comes. And this is a really boring board draw. Literally nothing has happened for us. They've had more of the highlights. And you know what? Now I'm going to make that change. So, Jared into the centre. Off there. That's 4 subs. And then you know what? Esposito for Isaac. Do that. Baleba's pass is blocked. Aït-Nouri's on it. Can you get another assist? Yep, puts it into Isaac and he scores. Nice. Come on, don't rule it out. Come on, don't rule it out. Don't be harsh. That looked on. Yeah, it's on. Bedford played a part there. No, Aït-Nouri. Yeah, he's way onside. Savic arguably should have done better in goal. Yeah, we take it. He scores just as he goes off. Right, last few minutes now, and Vignati's bringing it forward for Burnley. Plays it out wide to Warburton. Warburton's whipped in a good ball, looking for Ngong, but Aït-Nouri heads away. Jaden Bogle. Whip a ball in, and Vignato's made it 1-1. Man. Not what I wanted to see, but you know, you can't fault the play. Great driven cross into the box, and why no one's picked him up is beyond me. But here we go, 1-1 going into the final 5 minutes. 6 added minutes, and we're ticking through them rapid. Looks like nothing's going to happen. We've dominated possession, by the way, but done absolutely nothing with it. That is a shambles. Oh, Aït-Nouri with a corner late on. Come on, hurry up and take it. Whips it in and nothing comes of it, and that's it. Game over. It's 1-1. The commentary said at the bottom there, Newcastle won't believe they've drawn that. I can believe we've drawn that because we got insanely lucky. First half, Burnley had most of the, obviously we had all the possession, but Burnley had all the chances. We did nothing. Fair play to Burnley. But yeah, it is now FA Cup time and we got a date with Manchester United. So I will see you guys there. Right guys, here we are. It is FA Cup final day and again, I've gone with a slightly sentimental lineup. So Bojan in net, Diomande, Dan Burn, Branthwaite as the back three. Tino's in for Dalot. Aït-Nouri keeps his place. Tonali, Bruno and Longstaff give the Geordie boy a run out in the final. And Gyökeres and Isak are up front together. Sentiment might cost me this. I hope it doesn't. I hope the lads are good enough to take this win. If not, we've got reinforcements on the bench, you know. Got Lewis Miley, got Mastantuono, got Esposito. Actually, no, I'll take Esposito off for Semi, because Semi's just had a flipping barnstormer of a season. And he's just won Young Player of the Year and dedicated the award to yours truly. So, you know, big things are happening. And, yeah, let's jump right in, man. Let's just do it. Let's get this over and done with, and let's bring that trophy home. Let's go back to back. Okay, Gyökeres kicks us off at Wembley. Branthwaite gives it to Ait-Nouri. Ait-Nouri makes a good early run, but Garnacho's on him. He's actually on a $300,000 a week contract, by the way, which is nuts considering how it's turned out in real life. But the Man United lineup is as follows: De Gregorio, Pablo Maffio, Stanisic, Licha Martinez, Aymeric Laporte. So weird seeing Laporte at United after having played for City, but he came on a free from Saudi, and Bruno messed up there, and Sucic got a shot away, but Bojan was kind of ready. Kobe Mainoo in the 6, Mason Mount and Lucas Sucic as the 8s, which is not bad, to be honest. Bruno on the ball. Bruno sends it up high to Isak, but United get it forward again. Here's Rasmus Højlund. He shoots, and again Bojan makes a great save. And the front three, I want to say it's Rashford, Garnacho, Højlund, but I'm not certain. I know it's Garnacho, Højlund. I don't know who's on the right. So, oh yeah, Garnacho's on the right, Rashford's on the left, Højlund down the middle. So, a good solid side that from United. Hopefully we can get the better of them, but right now they're having everything. Garnacho's on the ball, and Bojan forced into another great save. Again, they're having all the shots, we've got all the ball. They're having all the chances. Mason Mount whips the corner in. Stanisic tries to head it back in, but Bojan gets onto it nice and easy. Right, Lucas Sucic bringing it forward for Man United, but Tonali takes it off him, gives it to Longstaff. Longstaff gives it to Branthwaite, it goes back to Bojan. Dan Burn on it forward to Tonali. Gives it Diomande, who plays it forward to Livramento. Livramento carries it forward, finds Longstaff. Longstaff switches it to Ait-Nouri. Ait-Nouri's going to look to whip a cross in, and he has done, and there's Gyökeres, and it's gone wide. Oh, no. I think he caught that all wrong, because that went horribly wide. That was in the upper tier of Wembley, that. Right, Ait-Nouri's got a corner to whip in now. And he finds Branthwaite, but it's high. Okay. We're starting to settle in this game. It's been half an hour and we're building into it. Stanisic on the ball now. Plays it out wide to Pablo Maffio. He's bringing it forward. Longstaff's on him, and Longstaff's lost the ball immediately to Garnacho. Garnacho running at his man. Tries to bring it back inside to Kobe. He gets there, Sucic, and Susic's shot is blocked. Longstaff and Gyökeres with the weirdest 1-2 I've ever seen. Header and a half volley, but hey, it works. Oh, United free kick. Rashford sends it in, far post to Højlund, and he was basically free, and that was an awful routine. But luckily he missed. You know? Very lucky there. Last minute of the half before added time, and Rashford's got past Livramento, but he's managed to win it back off him. Tonali to Gyökeres. Gyökeres leading a counter. He's got Livramento, who's give it back to him. He loses it straight away, gives it Laporte, wins it back, gives it Diomande. Diomande, Tonali and Livramento link up. Livramento whips a ball in, there's Isak, and it's gone over the bar. Okay, that brought the half to a close. Initial thoughts are, it's been a tough first half. They had all the chances. We grew into it. I'm hoping we can keep that momentum going, and we can start the second half, the same way we finished the first half. But let's just get into it, man. Okay, United kick us off and Garnacho's running at us. He's going to look to whip a ball in, is he? Aït-Nouri takes him down and he's won a free kick. Rashford whipped it in and I don't know, I'm assuming that went straight out because the highlight ended immediately. And Rashford's on the counter here, but Livramento's robbed the ball off him. Bruno Guimaraes gives it to Tonali. Tonali to Dan Burn. Longstaff. Branthwaite. Newcastle playing it around nicely. Patiently trying to wait for an opening here. Dan Burn on the ball again. Forward to Bruno. Diamande. United are sat quite high up. Livramento there. Got a bit of space. Gives it to Bruno in the middle. Bruno's surrounded, but he finds a pass to Longstaff. Longstaff to Aït-Nouri. Aït-Nouri's put a ball into Gyökeres and I thought he forced a really good save, but he's just missed the target. That is, oh my god. These boys have been firing the last few games. Laporte, and we nicked the ball off him. Gyökeres to Isak. Isak, come on, lad. And he's missed the ball. Oh, he's missed the target again. Oh, man. How have we not got a single shot on target, lads? You know what? Focus, boys. Here's Longstaff. Yarek takes it off and Kobe Mainoo on the ball now. Longstaff intercepts a pass. Tonali intercepts another one. Branthwaite goes to Diamande. Dan Burn back to Branthwaite. The defenders are just keeping the game calmed down a bit for us. Here's Longstaff. Is he going to whip a ball in? He has done. He's found... Nope. Laporte got above Gyökeres there. It's only as far as Livramento though. He's put a ball in and there's Isak and he's made it 1-0, thank God. Come on. Oh, thank God for that. Right. An hour gone. I'm going to have to take off Aït-Nouri because I can't risk going down to 10 men. And it's going to have to be Dalot that comes on. Yes. We'll have to take off Isak for Semi-Kilishoy just because he's overwhelmed. We will take off... Bring on Miley and we'll bring on Bedford as well. Why not? Just do it all in one. And there we are. So Bedford and Miley are on alongside Longstaff. So the Geordie boys from the academy are all in the midfield and Bojan with a good save. Might have made that change way too early and I might have gone way too sentimental for a cup final. But hey ho, Oliveira gives it Garnacho. Garnacho's got room to shoot and Bojan saves it nice and easy. Right, come on lads, just got to hang on for 15 more minutes. 15 more minutes and we've gone back to back. Back to back in the Carabao Cup, back to back in the FA Cup. Anthony sends the ball. How's Anthony still? Oh my God. Oliveira's head nearly went in. But more importantly, how's Anthony still at the club? That's crazy. I don't think the AI's done too much for Man United in the 5 years. Right. We've got one sub left. No, we'll leave it. Right, Branthwaite gets the ball off Dalot from a throw. Dan Burn. Dan Burn on his final ever appearance. Semi-Kilishoy's got it. And he's made it 2-0. Great goal. Gyökeres with the assist. Fantastic. 2-0. 2 minutes to go. That's it. It's done. Barring a new camp style comeback from United, this is done. It's done and dusted. We've put it to bed now. You know what? I'm going to make that change just for the sake of it. Mastantuono is on in place of Gyökeres. Longstaff's going to whip the corner in. Stanisic is dealing with it. Anthony's got it on the counter. He's got 2 men in support. He's found a ball out wide to Garnacho. Bit of a wayward pass. He's gone to Mafio, but Dalot's cut it out. He's give it Semi. Semi's give it Mastantuono. Mastantuono's on the counter. He's 3-on-1. He's on his own. He's found a ball to Lewis Miley, and Miley sent it over. But we did it. We did our job. We wasted time, and the game's over. After this throw-in, we're over the 4 minutes. Come on, ref. Blow the whistle. Come on. Blow the whistle. Yes. Yes. There we go. Back to back. FA Cup, Carabao Cup, and Champions League qualification for the second year in a row. Phenomenal performance, phenomenal effort from the team, from the side. Perfect way to send off Dan Burn. The Geordie lads got on. They enjoyed the final together as well. All round fantastic, man, you know. Yeah, what else can you say? Just look at the scenes, man. It's done. I don't know how many trophies that is now, but the challenge still remains the Premier League and the Champions League, which is what we're going to go for in year 6. Yeah, phenomenal. I'm going to show you lot the budget, and then yeah, we'll talk about plans for next season. So see you in a minute. Alright, so we've had the initial conversation about budgets, guys. 141 million in the transfer kitty, 4.7 million in the wages. Yeah, it's been immense. So they've given us quite a few. But if I just take off this filter for a second and we can talk through something. So Dan Burn obviously retiring. Longstaff possibly going to get rid. Isak is informally up for grabs. Dalot obviously wanted to leave. He's now wanted. So we'll see what happens there. Looking down here, Rushworth might go. Ojeda, he's barely played whenever I've sent him on loan, so I might get rid of him. Cunha's going to go. Huyson's going to go. Elena Kenna's going to go. And then, yeah, we'll just see what happens. Carrero might send out on loan just for some regular game time and see what he can do. But apart from that, reinforcements-wise, I think if Dalot goes, we need another right-wing back. Might look to... So currently we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He doesn't really count because he doesn't get a game. We got 6 centre backs. Huyson and MacArthur might go, both of them. So I might look to get another centre back in, maybe 2. Try and shake that up, see what we can do there. Central midfield, I think we're bang on. I think we've got these guys at the right time. Tonali, Gamoras, and where's Baleba? Baleba there. But then we've also got the likes of Naipan, Miley, Mastantuono. Chan Ozun's going to come back into the side. And we've got Bedford, so we've got a lot of youngsters there that can sort of come in and do a job. Obviously, the forward line is dependent on what happens with these two guys. Gyökeres I want to keep. If someone comes in for Isak, they can have him. In which case, I will need another striker. So, yeah, we might dip into the market. Obviously, Brighton have been relegated. I might look at Evan Ferguson. Or, you know, I don't know. We'll see what comes up. See who's available. Get a funky looking regen. Why not? If it's Evan Ferguson, we'll make it work. But, yeah, guys, it's been a pleasure. Once again, as always, thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, all of that good stuff. Please keep doing it, and I will see you in season 6 at the end of the transfer window.